Hi, my name is Yaira and I'm a headstrong movie lover. I don't know about you. So I'm here to give you all the juiciest gist in the world of movies. I'm starting from the news, coming to the ratings, coming to the updates, and in fact, the latest movies we have in town at the moment. Let's begin with the news. The first one is the cast of Mission Impossible. Dead Reckoning Part 1 revealed just how close to impossible the film stunt work really was. Let's take a look.
Our lives are the sum of our choices. And we cannot escape the past. Ethan?
Right, so there's a new Superman in town. It's a bird, it's a plane, it's the next big screen Superman in the form of David Corenswet. If you think you've seen him before, you are probably right. He was in the movie Hollywood. The new Superman will be out in July 2025. Let's take a look.
I'm the guy for the role, Mr. Samuels. I know it. I'm handsome. I'm all-American.
It's a bird. It's a plane. It's the next big screen Superman. David Corenswet is writer-director James Gunn's pick for Clark Kent in Superman Legacy. The first film in Gunn and producer Peter Safran's DC universe is slated for July 2024.
Announced June 15, 2023. The Paul Giamatti series Billions will end with its upcoming 7th season at Showtime. The series will also see the return of Bobby Axe. Billions premieres August 11th.
Hi, this is Damian Lewis.
Hey, it's Paul Giamatti.
The official trailer for Billions Season 7 starts now.
Harrison Ford returns for his fifth Indiana Jones film in 2023, but it's the first without Steven Spielberg directing or George Lucas. Let's take a look.
Dr. Jones, get him.
Right, so it's time for ratings. I'm going to tell you about 3 movies I've watched so far and their ratings. When I talk about ratings, it means how movie critics criticize a particular movie or praise a particular movie, depending on the number, or let me say, let's say over 10. It can be like maybe 3.8 over 10, 8.8 over 10, or like that, you understand? So depending on how high the rating is, that is how it shows the movie is good in terms of productions and then the storytelling and all that. So I'm going to start with The Stand. The Stand is actually a nice movie, you understand? Let me just give you a short summary of what it was about. So it was about youth that went to the beachside to have fun in the night. So during the process of having fun, some of them went into the sea to bring out, I don't know what it was, but it looked some kind of scary object, but it was really big. They brought it out of the sea and then they put it right where they were all having fun. So they went to sleep. Some were drunk and all that, so they went to sleep. By the time they woke up, almost half of the people had vanished. They didn't know where they passed to. But those who slept, managed to sleep in the boat, in the sand, were safe. So when they woke up, some of them tried to come down off the boats they were in. Some were also in the car. So the one that slept in the boat came down of the boat just to put his hand in the sea sand, his leg in the sea sand. Just then he realized that the sand started pulling him into the sand. And then that's it. So the sand was, let's say, poisonous at that time. So if any of your body part touches it, it drags you into the sand until you vanish. So that was what the movie was about. The sand was eating them up, basically. So that's it. And from movie critics, it was criticized, and let's say the rating was 3.8. I think it's fair enough. Some parts of the movie looked so unreal. Yeah, so that's how I saw it. But it's still a nice movie. I would advise you to go get it and watch it in case you've not watched. So the next one is The Last of Us. This one is beautiful. In fact, I was glued to the screen throughout watching. It's a series, actually. I watched and watched and watched till the very last of it. It's really beautiful. So let me give you a summary of this too. It's about a scientist. He had a son, and the son was kind of like a weakling. So his colleagues always bullied him in the school. When he goes to school, it was a boarding school, so he was always bullied and all that. So to the extent that one time, They had to beat him from a rooftop and he fell to the ground and died. But his father, being a very good scientist, said, no, I'm not going to let my son die in the hands of bullies. So he decided to put some concoctions. I don't know if I should call it concoctions or things. He put some things together and then he injected his son with it, thinking that his son would become an untouchable human being, you understand? So, but unfortunately for him, the research didn't really, or let me say the experiment didn't really turn out right. So after injecting his son became more or less like an animal, very violent and want to attack anybody that gets close to him. So he didn't really understand it. So he took his son to a very private room, chained him, and came back to the school. He was a lecturer in that particular school. So after coming back to the school, he got a little cage, placed a mouse in it, and then injected the mouse as well. So the mouse was also in it. And one student, unfortunately for the girl, she decided to go into the science teacher's lab to go and steal something. I think I've forgotten that place a little, but I think she went there to steal something. And unfortunately for her, one of the mice that was caged came out. She used her leg to hit the cage. So the mice came out and then bit her. And that was it. Because the mice was also infected, the girl got it. Right when she came out of the science lab into the school, that was how the virus spread. So it's actually like a vampire movie. It's horrible, scary, beautiful. I don't know the words to use, but it's actually beautiful. It's a must watch. You must watch this. And fair enough, our movie critics gave this an 8.8 over 10, and I think it is well deserved. All of you need to go get this movie and watch and get, in fact, the suspense and everything, the defense and people. It had a little of drama, and then there was this particular guy that I remember vividly. He was untouchable. Even though he got infected, he was like, he could still be like a normal human being and still be a vampire at the same time. So he could just go to where the normal human beings are, go and cause trouble over there and come back to where the vampires are. Like, it was just that dramatic and beautiful. There's a little of romance too in it at the end of it. It's very beautiful. I think you should go and watch it. My next movie is Power. Power is also one of my favorite movies. I really enjoyed Power. In fact, from season 1 to the very last part I watched, I couldn't take my eyes off the screens. It was beautiful. The romance, sex, scandals, like killing. I don't know how to put it, but Power is very beautiful. So after Power, Ghost came. Yes, Ghost came, and it's had 3 seasons. So for those of you who are still waiting for the 3rd season, it's out. It was released March 17th, 2023 with 10 episodes. Yes, so you should get ready and go get it and watch in case you've not watched. Then after Power and Ghost, then we have Raising Canaan. Yes, that is, let's say, Power Book 3. Let's just put it that way. Power Book 3. It's also very beautiful. I think you should watch it. Then the movie is just nice. The suspense, killing, sex, betrayal, love. Come on. Come on. People could just they could just do something and still cover it up as if they never did it. I love every bit of that movie, and I can keep repeating each part, especially from Power itself. I just love everything in that part, and you should also get it and watch. Now we have Force. Force is the latest part of Power. So let's say that is practically Power Book 4. So I think you should watch that one as well. So it's with just 1 season and 10 episodes. The next season is sure to be released in September, and I can't wait to watch. I don't know about you. So let's all get prepared and then wait for the drama as it unfolds in the next season they are going to give us. All right, so that's how we wrap it all up for trailers and episode. My name is Yaira Ofori. I'll be back with more.
OnePlay. Add class to your music.
Thank you very much for watching OnePlay Africa on YouTube. Kindly subscribe for more.